Standup Comedy, your host and MC presents Comedy Appetizers, a podcast where you will find short comedy sets, stories, and funny bits from the famous and not so famous. Here is your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hey everybody, welcome to Comedy Appetizers. I got some great stand-up comedy for you, a blast from the past. One of our favorite road comics ever, John Fox, was famous, if not notorious, as a road comic. Not particularly clean, but always fun. Here is his famous surf report. Enjoy.
I live in Los Angeles. Anybody from Los Angeles? Couple people on vacation? Where are you from? Los Angeles? Somebody else? Where at? Fairfax. Ugh. It's a nice place to live. You're a muffler. It's a lot different in Sacramento, though, isn't it? Turn on the radio in Sacramento, you get news, weather, and sports. In Los Angeles, you get news, weather, sports, and the surf report. Right? You heard this on the radio. It's delivered by these kids with an IQ level about a grade lower than bean dip. These kids come out like, this is Scott in Santa Monica. Party! Waves are 3 to 4 feet and they're really radical. So come on down and catch some rays. I heard things in Newport. This is Gookie in Newport. Party! The waves are 3 to 4 feet and they're almost primo bitchin'. So come on down and catch some rays. How are things in San Francisco? This is Charles from San Francisco. The waves are so gnarly. When it gets this rough, my nipples get real sore. And my balls get real swollen. It just scares me. So why don't you just come on down and catch some rays? Or some Bills or some Rogers. Sometimes I think I do that too good, you know? You never see black guys surfing at the beach. I'd like to hear a surf report from Oakland. I'd be like, say baby, this is Tyrone. The waves out here about 9, 10 feet. These waves will kick your ass. That's right. I was out there yesterday like one of these old bleached out white dudes, you know. Fell off my board and lost my radio. Damn. Dan Rather told me that joke. You look familiar. You ever do this? You ever see somebody you know and you're not sure what their name is? Like you know their name is Dick or Rick or Nick. Try and bluff your way through and call him Ick. Bob, this is Ick. You remind me of my brother. He's an asshole. The only person with worse credit than me is my brother. He's a financial disaster. He might be here now. Every family has a financial disaster. We voted my brother. He's a winner. My brother needs a co-signer when he pays cash. You call my brother up, he has an answer phone, a phone mate. Some of you have phone mates. You call my brother and his phone mate goes, okay, this is Tommy. I'm really sorry about the checks, all right? Don't be sneaking around the bushes because I'm not home. I swear to God. He tries to borrow money from me, right? John, lend me $100, and I swear to God. I'm thinking, what kind of collateral is this? How often do you see a bank manager at his desk go, well, I'll tell you, you got no real or personal property here. You swear to God? long as you don't make me cross my heart, I think we got a deal here. I'll tell you that. That's kid stuff. I have a little kid, a little boy. Took my boy the other day to see Snow White. Because I think it's very important for a kid to see the classics, like Gone with the Wind, Ben-Hur, Porky's. Who would name their kid Porky? It's like naming your son Meatloaf or something, isn't it? The rock and roll star Meatloaf. There's a father with a sense of humor, huh? This is my son, Meatloaf. Our daughter, mashed potatoes. And the dog, Bob. Took my little boy to see Snow White. Now, for those of you people in this audience who've never taken a child to see a Sunday afternoon matinee, you're all going to do it. Some of you probably already have. Let me set the scene so the rest of you know what you're in for. The big bubble comes, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. We're in the station wagon. We're headed for the mall. I'm already pissed. No, we're not seeing Deep Throat. Now sit down! We get to the mall, we buy our tickets, I walk into the theater, I look around, and I realize that there's 3 billion kids. And 2 dads. And they're both singing jujubes off the bottoms of their shoes. Very, let me reiterate just one more time. Very sentimental part of the film, ladies and gentlemen. Snow White is laying there asleep. The music's playing. The dwarves are crying. Little birds are crying. Little squirrels are crying. 2 dads are crying. In comes Prince Charming. Walks up to Snow White, lifts up her head, is just about ready to kiss her. I'd say, "We're live!" And my boy stands up and yells, "Go for it!" Party!
Nobody did comedy like John Fox. He was one of our favorite regulars, and it's just great to hear his voice again. Hey, thanks for listening to Comedy Appetizers. We'll be back next Friday with another short but fun comedy bit. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Comedy Appetizers. Be sure to share with family and friends, and we will see you this Sunday for our regular podcast, your host and MC, and again next Friday for another episode of Comedy Appetizers. Bye!